Hey guys, welcome back to episode 3 of my Tips and Tricks series. Today we're going to be reviewing a simple house for interior, exterior, just a bunch of ideas for you guys to decorate your houses in your own world. So yeah, let's get started. This is the the simple house that Prods and I came up with. It has quite a bit of cool things in it that you might want to stay and watch. I'm going to do a quick fly around to give you a quick view of what we're going to be reviewing, and yeah, let's get into it. So starting from the front, we have a little mailbox with this nice little gate design. There's another gate design over here that Prods also made. If you want to use this as well, you can obviously switch up the blocks to match your house if you want, but starting from the front, yeah, we got the gate design, and we have this little simple mailbox. A lot of houses I see are missing mailboxes nowadays, but it's just a good little thing to have in your build. Walking in, you can see that we have a little tree in the front yard, and right here you're like, what in the world is this? This is me being lazy, but this is supposed to be a doorbell for people who are wanting to enter the house. And then going into the house, we have the front room. This has a few things that I went over for in my first tips and tricks episode. It has the same couch, it has the lamp, it has the same fridge, but I added a trapdoor to the top because the dispenser wasn't white, and I wanted the white feel of the fridge. I have the same oven bottom, but up here you can see there's a kind of cool vent idea that I made if you wanted to snag that. And then over here there's an island. It's a pretty cool island. It has the same idea. Yeah, that's a good idea too. It has the same sink idea. If you want to, I'm gonna take a quick sink bath real quick. If you want to use this in your build, it also has the same table design. There's a few little lamps I put up in the ceiling, because ceilings usually aren't just a big flat blank area. There's usually just a few lamps or like vents or whatever you want to call them. And then instead of using the stone pressure plates I used last time, I used some iron ones because most of the times plates are white, so it kind of makes sense to use the iron pressure plates. I also have this nice little bookshelf area where you can set your books when you're done reading them or put them back. Yeah, and then let's go upstairs now. Okay, so upstairs, it's kind of plain up here. There's a little carpet. I always say if you have empty space, just put carpet on it. There's a nice open window with a chair you can sit on. There's also 2 room ideas that I want to show you guys. The first one is right here. You have a nice drawer type design that you could use in your build if you really wanted to. You have the double bunk bed, which I use quite often when it comes to like prisons or things like that. Obviously this isn't a prison, or is it? Is this a prison? Yes, it's a prison. There's a little ladder leading up to the upper bunk, which you always need for bunk beds. And then right here is a little nice computer desk. You got the button that is a mouse. You have the stone pressure plate, which is the keyboard, and then the little item frame with a glass pane for the screen for your computer. And then you just have a nice little cactus right there. That's your little cactus friend that you got at the beach one year, and then you just forget to water it, but it doesn't die because it doesn't need water. Okay, next room. See, I always see people using paintings, and they always use them wrong, and it really annoys me. Paintings are such a good use of space if you use them correctly. For example, right here, it doesn't take away like from the rest of the room. It's just a nice little addition, and it's also even in the room. There's one block on each side of the painting, so it doesn't look bad. But right here is another bed idea. You have a little chest underneath. You could obviously put that all along, but I wanted to add a few slabs right here to make it seem like it's a real bed, because beds in real life have a little space underneath. You have the snow double stacked to give that more depth to the pillow, because you do not want a flat pillow. And then over here is another dresser idea. I put a white carpet here to make it seem like there's a piece of clothing sitting on the drawer that's coming out. And then right here is another computer idea for you guys. The mouse is the same because Stone Button is the best mouse that you can make in Minecraft. But right here, instead of the stone pressure plate being a keyboard, you have a rail, and then instead of the item frame and glass pane, you have a painting, and then you just have a nice little lamp right here that you can put next to your computer setup. We also have just a little closet right here with 2 chests. It's just a good way to waste space, but also add storage. And then up in the attic, wow, okay. The attic, I always put cobwebs around because it makes it seem like it has that old feel. And then I always put a little flower pot with a dead bush, because it makes it seem like nobody's been up here for a while. And just like spamming around a couple of barrels and chests, it really gives it that storage feel, which attics usually are. And then I tried to simulate some sort of light switch right here with a lantern. Obviously you can't turn it off if you click it, but I tried to simulate some sort of light switch for you guys up in this area. So let's go down and let's check out the garage. So in the garage, this was very quick put together. I had another little dresser right here. I have another lamp, so it's nothing really new. I just have some more storage because it's a garage. And then this motor cycle, it's supposed to have a minecart on it. I'm gonna get one real quick so you can actually use it. So if you put a minecart on top and then you sit in it, you're riding in a motorcycle. The way you get the glass like that is you just need a debug stick, and then you need to move the glass out like that. If you don't know what a debug stick is, check it out. It is one of the greatest things in the world. It's amazing. But yeah, that was a little quick motorcycle design. Garages, if you put a car in them, they're always gonna look good, in my opinion. So yeah, let's head outside. So outside, it's not that there's not much to the outside. It's kind of plain. We could have added more, but we didn't really have many ideas pop into us at the moment. This was an idea that the official Anks or Prods had. He placed this down. I was flying around doing my thing, and he was like, "Come look." I came over and I was like, "Wow, that's amazing." It's just a couple of looms, item frames. Then you got iron gates as your handles to open up the barbecue. You got some item frames on some iron bars with some food that you can cook, and then you also got a campfire underneath to give it that smoky look, obviously. To decorate the back of your house, the backyard, I always think of whatever is in real life you should try to put in Minecraft, and it will always look good. So I went outside my house and I was like, hey, look, there's a nice little what do you call this? What do you call this? It's a shack you store like tools in, or a shed. There you go. It's a nice little shed outside your house that you can store tools that you can like I put in here. I tried to make a little broom right here. You could also replace this with an iron bar and it would have the same effect. You just have some outdoor storage for your pool. And I also added a quick little fountain over here to give that, to waste a little more space. But yeah, this is ultimately outside. There's a little duck in the in the pool. that we made, and there's also a small little diving board. But yeah, let's get on to the exterior of the house now. So it's actually very simple exterior. It's just spammed everywhere. The same ideas we used. So I'm gonna come up to this window and show you guys what we did. We had oak trap doors for shutters on the sides that you can theoretically open and close if you wanted to, and we also have white stained glass panes as the glass we used. From the first tips and tricks video, I showed you guys how to make an open window, and we use this style again in this build, and always adding a flower pot to your builds gives it that extra little color that is always necessary. Down here we have a little planter box. I always put the planter boxes on the ground because it's really hard to make them look good because they're so bulky whenever they're on the top. It's just grass with some flowers and then some trapdoors around them, as you can see. And then there's also this little window idea. It doesn't have a window in it because the trapdoor is right here, but whenever I see windows, I always see there's a liner, and I tried to use these spruce trapdoors to make it look like there's a liner going around the window. I think it looks really good. It's missing the window, so I'm not sure if you like that or not, but of course it's up to you if you want to add it to your build. And so yeah, those are the window ideas we used. We also have a nice little shelf idea that the official Anks came up with, that you can just put a few flowers on to spice up your build, to fill up some empty space if need be. Like before these were here, it was just a flat wall with nothing on it, and adding those added a ton more depth and just color to it. Going to the garage now. The garage is you can do multiple variants of the garage if you wanted to. There's quartz pillars that you can do sideways with a little tripwire hook and some buttons across like you see now. You could also use stairs, which I most often times do. I'm just going to show you guys what it looks like so you can see for yourself if you want to use it. You just stack them like this, and then you got a garage. But you could obviously poke a block right here. You could take another block of quartz. You could take a tripwire, and you could just add that right there to have it look more like a garage. And yeah, I think that is ultimately everything we did for our simple house. Everything we added. Oh, we're missing something. So, of course, you can have a pool, but you can also have a hot tub. And I don't know about you, but I think hot tubs are a lot better than pools because you can just chillax. And like pools they're used for working out. Nobody likes working out. Okay, it's obvious. Nobody likes working out. Working out's only for crazy people, which I am, but but hot tubs are always the best choice in my opinion. I just like hot tubs. But here's a quick little hot tub design that the official Anks came up with. You can implement this into your build if you wanted to. But now I think we've gotten everything. There's also a chimney on top. There's also a chimney on top of the roof if you want to add that to your house. Chimneys are always welcome in my book because they just add an extra element to your house, which houses definitely need in Minecraft. There's a little flower pot on top, which I always love adding because it just makes it a little more sharper chimney. But besides that, I think there's nothing we're missing. I said that twice before and I still had more to say, but I think that's pretty much it. Oh, we got a book. What does the book say? This is going to take me forever to pick up. Wait, why can you pick it up? What the? Yes, put in chest. Celebration. Okay. Okay, I think that was everything. We covered everything in the video. I hope you enjoyed. I want to thank the official Anks for joining me on today's episode of Tips and Tricks. And if you enjoyed, don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!